Scott, SUVs, and especially performance SUVs, are the hot growing segment right now. Why now? Why are Jeep getting into this? This is not something that Jeep are known for.
You know, why not, I guess it would be the easy response. But the reality is that, you know, Jeep actually has a pretty long history of building high performance SUVs. The first generation Grand Cherokee, when we were about to transition into the next generation, we actually built in 1998 the 5.9 Limited Grand Cherokee. It was really the first high performance Jeep. You know, back then 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds. And you got to think in 1998, anything under 7 seconds, let alone an SUV, is pretty darn quick. We followed that up in 2004 with the first generation SRT Jeep. And then have since evolved the SRT to what it is today, which is, you know, the most powerful naturally aspirated Jeep or of any vehicle SUV on the marketplace today. So you're right, high performance SUVs are very popular in the marketplace, but obviously many of them are very premium brands. And we looked at, you know, the potential we had with the chassis, with the platform, and the powertrain. That's what it's all about. So we have created the ultimate high performance SUV. This 2018 Grand Cherokee Trackhawk is the most powerful, quickest, not just Jeep, but SUV ever. So we're really proud to bring it to marketplace. Over 700 horsepower.
So does anybody really need 707 horsepower?
Maybe not need it. That would be just tough to justify, I think, needing it, but wanting it, absolutely. I think people continue to want more performance out of all vehicle types. So traditionally, you wouldn't be able to find this performance in an SUV, and Jeep's going to be able to bring it to market at a price point that, quite frankly, you know, none of the competition's at today. So high performance, versatility, utility, and even really all-weather capability to provide that blend, it's going to be unmatchable in the marketplace.
You know, one of the things that Jeep's always been well known for is their off-road capability. So this is not really an off-road vehicle, but does it still have some capability? Yeah,
I mean, the capability is going to always be part of the story. So while it's not necessarily off-road capability and rock crawling, it's more in terms of all-weather capability. So whether it's snow, sand, you know, rain, it doesn't matter. You still have a very sophisticated four-wheel drive traction management system. It's going to get you through all the weather conditions with virtually no problems at all. I've personally driven the vehicle in snow, 4 or 5 inches, and it drove just like every other Jeep did. So
we saw a Hellcat, which this is some similarities to from Dodge, and then we saw a Demon. Do you think there's room for expansion on the top end?
There's always room for expansion. It's the top end, sideways, backwards. We look in all directions, so we're always looking for that white space and where that is. So not sure what direction it's going to take us next, but we're looking full 360.
Let's go back to the base Grand Cherokee.
Sure.
This year, Grand Cherokee took top awards at the Northwest Automotive Press Association and the Northeast Press Association. Is this a car for everybody above the Mason-Dixon line?
No, not necessarily, but I think what that does demonstrate is the practical application of building a truly capable off-road vehicle. So in the Northwest, as you mentioned, they have the Mudfest, right? So there are some really just gnarly off-road, you know, tough conditions where it's going to take something with ground clearance, articulation, great four-wheel drive system, not just to compete, but win the award, which we did. New England, similar, but very different because they're measuring it against the weather conditions, the tough winters that they have. And the Grand Cherokee won both awards this year on both coasts. But, you know, even in Florida, maybe it's a heavy rainfall or a day at the beach where you're stuck in the sand. You know, that capability is needed. And Jeeps, while they're known for the capability, they're also known for their open air freedom. So dual pane sunroof, let the sunshine in. It works in all weather conditions.